Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. We are going to do a Gemini reading for the day. I'm going to try to get that movie review video done. I stayed up way too late last night trying to get it done. Wasn't working. I have yet to understand this editing process of YouTube. So, until I get that figured out, I just have to perfect my performances, which, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So the movie review is going to be about She Said. I think it came out, I'm pretty sure it came out on Friday. Really good flick for those of you who want to go see it. I'll try to keep the spoilers out of my review, but that's going to be difficult. Difficult, but not really. It's about the Harvey Weinstein case, so there will be trigger warnings and whatnot before the video. What else? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I am just... I'm so honored. I am so grateful that I'm in the same room with so many people. That's such a privilege. You guys have no idea. I really appreciate you just being here. Just being here. It's freaking cool. It's really cool. With that being said, let's get into your reading, Gem. That's the first card. Ooh, Page of Wands. In the reverse. Now, I don't know if that's you. I don't think that's you. Gems always pay attention. Maybe you're not paying attention to somebody else not paying attention. Okay. Let's take these two first. You're moving away. And Fool card. You're not taking the bait. Okay. So you're not taking the bait. Whoever's not, who or whom, whatever situation is no longer, maybe you are no longer interested in this particular energy, whether it be a situation or a person, and you're moving away and you're not taking any bait. But it did, nope. Yeah, that came out. I hate it when they come out sideways like this. Okay. So you do have the strength to move forward with this and then start cutting out all the excess. And your underline is Three of Cups and the Emperor in reverse and the Sun. The Ace of Wands. Okay. So you learned a lesson here. A very valuable one. I can't see what it was because it's over here. I'll clarify in a second. But something taught you a lesson in a major way, and you're like, okay, that's not for me any longer. I'm not even gonna give it my time, attention, or energy. I'm moving on. And I'm not plucking that little flower. I'm not doing it. You're done. I'm not into seeing what that flower is. See, alligator attached to the flower. I freaking love that card. So you've gained strength from this, though. You've gained strength from just walking away and taking back your power and your energy from whatever situation this was before. And now you're moving and looking forward, it looks like, to communication with people that you love. People that do fill your cup. Situations that do fill your cup. Places, people, things, whatever it might be. That actually fill you up and help you take your heart space and your head space and put it to good use through the throat chakra. So again, Three of Cups. You receive, there's a receptacle in your heart, but there's two receptacles in your brain. Some people call it the lizard brain. Some people call it the amygdala. Some people call it the seat of God. Some people call it the eye of Horus. Whatever you want to call it, right? So if you look up on the internet what the cerebrum is, there's two little arches that have two little cups, and they have what's called an amygdala. Each of them has an amygdala in them. And they're little cups, and they're holding what look to be almond shapes. So almond is the Latin word for amygdala, okay? So when we have the Three of Cups in the tarot deck, my Akko Taco, crazy, investigative Tookus, sees this as filling all of those cups and bridging them in the throat chakra and bringing them out into the world. This is people talking, people gathering and getting together, right? And that's the source of the Three of Cups, right? You're bringing it to the vocal cords. You're bringing the 2 cups in your mind and the 1 in your heart together in the throat chakra and expressing it. That to me is 3 of Cups. Okay, so bridging that spiritual and the physical is super important right now. And we're finding things to not be okay when they're separated so harshly without involving spirit, right? So if we can start to look at things like that and have an open mind as to what's happening on a physical level as well as a metaphysical level, I think we're going to make some serious progress as a whole. At least one would hope. I'm just going to be a little teeny tiny blade of grass in that, trying to make things a little bit more easier to explore. So the Emperor and the Sun in reverse. I think you learned something or you experienced something or some sort of energy when you were talking to people that might have it gave you an inclining. Okay, so the Sun is in reverse. So this isn't quite in the light yet, but you got an inclining about this energy with this 3 of Cups when you were out and about and talking to people and exploring. Something tinged with this energy. Now, I don't see this as being you, and I don't see this as being one of these people. I think this energy just showed up, and it's not brought to the light yet. I think there's something milling in the back of your mind, Gemgem. Maybe subconscious is what I'm getting. Something in the subconscious is tossing this energy thought around, right? And you're gonna, like a Gemini, you're gonna do your homework. And you're gonna learn something. Okay? You're not shutting it down, you're not turning it away, you're not shutting it off. You're taking that whatever's pinged over here and taking your curiosity towards it. That's what I'm getting. So that's the best way to be too, Gemini. Instead of getting your whatever's in a bunch, you're just going to go, okay, I'm going to go investigate this. I want to know more. I want to learn. How is this functioning? How is this playing out? Why is this changing an Emperor and reverse energy? Because I don't get anything that this is you or this is people you've been talking to. This is just an energy that you... Maybe it's an energy that you have been discussing. Or there's a hint of the energy in the air. And you don't have a firm grasp on it yet. And maybe neither do they. So, like a true Gemini, you're going to go investigate. Right? You're going to figure it out. Okay, Jim. Away we go. I want to know what's going on over here in this energy. What's the Page of Wands that we're no longer paying attention to? Because it feels like you've transferred the Page of Wands energy over here to the Ace of Wands, trying to figure something new out. That's a Gemini. 15,000 projects and maybe 5 completed. That's okay. I'm a Gemini moon. I get it. It's totally how I operate too. What about this Page of Wands? What did Gemini release? So I feel like that might have a little bit of something to do with this over here. Because why would we need to see that in a reading if it didn't need to be in a reading? If you've already let it go and you're not focusing on it, you're moving forward, that energy might be showing up yet again, just in a different form, right? If we don't deal with stuff, it'll show up in a different form. That's kind of how life works. If we don't sit and process things, which Geminis normally don't like to do, We just don't like to waste our energy. Again, Gemini moon. So I'm just speaking from experience. This might be different from other Geminis who have different placements in their charts. But a lot of times we don't want to sit. Let's move on. Let's get a move on, right? Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. We got a fire. Let's use that as fuel rather than sit in our discomfort or emotions or whatever else, because they rarely serve us. But it's going to keep showing up until we do. So, what about this previous situation for Gemini? What about it? What can we learn from this previous energy? Okay. So we got the Nine of Cups. The previous situation fulfilled you in some way, shape, or form. We got the Page of Cups here. Taught you something, but it puts you... Ooh. Okay. Okay, Gem, I see you. I see you. Okay. So it puts you in a place of, like, pretty much battle. You know, the Nine of Wands says to me, extreme wounding. Okay. That puts you in a very defensive place, and it left you kind of bruised and beaten on an emotional, mental, psychological level. Who knows? Physical. I'm not denying that exists either. But what you thought was emotionally fulfilling, right? This is only the Nine of Cups, so this might have been only on your end. Maybe you weren't being emotionally fulfilled from another. So you got left with your Nine of Cups. The Page of Cups came in and told you, hey, can you please look at this? Can you look at your Nine of Wands, please? And then we have the Hierophant, which is not always seclusion, but it's usually in traditional tarot, it's like some sort of religious, like a bishop or a priest, if you will. Someone who's very dedicated and diligent and committed to a cause, usually of some sort of hierarchy process. That doesn't have to be necessarily always religious. It can be. Typically in the tarot it has been. But this might be either you needing to take a break or you seeing this energy as completely unbothered by you. Unconcerned is what I'm getting. So maybe you saw that. The Ace, your desire disappeared. The Ace of Wands, your desire just completely vanished. And then you had to, so you got the Queen of Swords here twice. So you had to cut stuff out because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling you. So whatever this person, place, energy, situation was, it was not giving back to you. You were bringing the entirety of Nine of Cups to it. Page of Cups said, hey, can we come over here and look at all the damage it's causing? And you're like, either you took out a break and said, I need to rest and find my desire, and you couldn't find it, so you had to cut them out. Or you looked at their energy and saw them not caring, with no desire, and they could have cut you out. Maybe the roles are reversed here. But either way, I'm getting whatever this past situation wasn't fulfilling, and it needed to go. Which, good energy stepping into, Wednesday is the new moon, and then the 23rd, Jupiter goes direct. So that's a lot of energy in 1 week. So, but you're ahead of this. I feel like you're ahead of the energy. And like, whatever, when Jupiter goes direct, you're going to be launched, Gem. You're going to be launched into something that you're preparing for it, though. You see it, you feel it coming, and you're like, I need to get to the bottom of this, so whatever's coming next is going to be gorgeous. Okay. I want to clarify the Fool in reverse, please. What does the universe need Gemini to know about this Fool in reverse? What about this Fool in reverse? Gemini's moving into it nice and slow. Got the snail in the Chariot. What's the Fool in reverse? Anything? Nothing? Maybe? Ooh, there it is. Woohoo! Okay, so the Queen of Cups. Okay, you saw the emotional, I want to say neglect, and the possible arguments it was going to find. So you turned that opportunity down. You ignored the message, is what I'm getting. You saw the emotional lack coming in. Now, I don't know if this is from the previous situation or if this is a whole nother one where the universe was just making sure, hey, are you really going to turn this energy down if you're confronted with it again? Because I'm about to launch you into a whole nother thing right now, and you need to be sure that you can stand your ground. That's how the universe works, okay? So this might be a whole nother situation, or it might be this one trying to come back in. I'm not sure, but the universe will do that. When you say no for the first time, or maybe the second or even the third time, no, I don't want this energy, I'm going to pass on that. The universe doesn't hear no. I'm going to pass on this energy. It's not for me. It's not loving. It's not fulfilling. So therefore, I understand that the universe is trying to tell me this energy is not for me because it's not loving. It's not kind. It's not respectful. It's not fulfilling, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to move on to this one. Okay. Then you get confronted with the fact you're getting no emotional Oh my gosh, my words are leaving me. Okay, more coffee. You're not receiving any sort of emotional fulfillment in return again. And you might figure out that this person only wants to fight because they are going through an emotional problem right now. And with the Page of Pentacles here, they're giving you an offer to possibly fight. And you're like, nope, and you turned it down. Okay? So again, figuring out where your energy is supposed to be. You took your energy away from the situation, whatever it was, kept your strength, and you're looking forward to talking with people that you do feel emotionally fulfilled by. Wow. Good call. Good call. So again, I'm going to reiterate this. Understanding yourself and knowing yourself is the key to everything, right? And if we can understand what's good for us and what's not good for us, right, on the long-term basis, not this feels good to get drunk every night and not pay attention to my emotional needs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about hey, it feels good when I get up and I make my bed. It feels good when I get up and I meditate. It feels good when I do self-care. It feels good when I do what needs to be done rather than what I prefer to be doing constantly, right? So when we understand what's good for us on the long term, we can keep acting on that, right? We can keep understanding that when we're confronted with energies that are inviting us into places where we've already been and we know are not good for us, even though we invested pretty much everything we had and did not get reciprocated for it. So we start to learn and understand what that energy looks and feels like. And we start to understand that it's simply the universe's way of directing us to the energies that are meant for us, right? So that can be a tricky thing for some people. I know it was for me for a while. Understanding that, yep, it's good to have experiences, it's good to explore and whatever else, but at the end of the day, I need to be looking out for my own best interests and making sure that I do self-care and letting the stuff that's coming in from the outside. You need to be selfless, you need to lose your ego, yada, yada, yada. Those are two very dangerous phrases. Danger phrase. You do not lose your ego, and you do get to be selfish. You do need to replenish yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to be malleable for anybody who comes into your life. If you don't know where you stand, what you believe in, what you love, where your heart is, you're going to just be molded by anybody who walks into your life. And so understanding that when the universe is saying, look, this depletes me. Look, this is going to cause me emotional upset for no dang good reason, because this person's not giving anything back to me. we can learn to walk away from that energy. Okay? And respect ourselves and honor our place in the universe as being a purposeful one, and that nobody gets to dictate what that means and what that feels like and what that looks like for us. Only we can decide that, right? So, you're on your way, Gem. You're on your way. What is this Emperor and the Sun? Oh, jeez Louise. Holy bejesus. All right. Okay. Okay, Sun in reverse again. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So the King of Pentacles is in the upright here. So I get that something of value here is being, I don't want to, not necessarily hidden, but it's not being brought to the light. So you're keeping your pentacles, right? 4 of Pentacles. You're keeping what you value close to you. Typically, in the tarot, there's a gentleman holding a pentacle close to his heart, and he's got his throne or his chair on top of his other 3 pentacles. So he's sitting on his chair with the 4th one held close to his heart. So he's not letting any of his pentacles go. So somebody is bringing out some sort of value system or valued something or other. It could be monetary, with the whole Bitcoin thing going on. It could be, maybe it's a value system. I'm getting, like, because this dude, he's got, look at all these people he's got on strings, right? Maybe this is a way of life. Maybe this is how a business is being run, how society is being run, government. Whatever it is, okay, it's been turned on its head, right? And you're talking about it with your inner circle, but you haven't gotten to the bottom of it yet. You haven't brought in the core. I'm getting the core of the issue. You haven't found it yet. You're not sure where the core of the issue is. Oof. Okay. I feel you there. Okay. But you're going to do more investigating. You're going to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. You'll be like, where did this come from? How can I learn more? How can I grow from this? How can I learn to understand this energy and how it is or it's not serving? And you're holding on to everything you value before you put it anywhere. Okay? And you got a fire lit. Your Page of Wands is back in the upright. You're curious again. You want to get in it. You want to investigate. Okay, he's ready for a little adventure here. Or she. Okay? So you're looking into it. You're not poo-pooing it. You're holding off with your 4 of Pentacles. You're just waiting. Waiting until you learn more. Good call, Gem. Good call. Underneath, the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like maybe through this investigative things, there's going to be an opportunity for you to even learn more. This is an elephant. An opportunity to become more intelligent and knowledgeable, and therefore like powerful, which that's another form of Pentacles. That's really cool. So some sort of, it's going to come. I get that. So the Knight of Pentacles is going to show up, and you're going to start to understand this King of Pentacles, Emperor in reverse energy on a much grander, broader, powerful way. Well, okay, Gem. Lock it out. Okay, let's pull an oracle. There's a lot of freaking wands here. Let's go the Star Dragon deck. Okay. What does the frequency, energy, vibration? Not half the deck, Gem Gem. I love you, but I there's not that much. I have no idea. What does the frequency, energy, and vibration of the universe want Gemini to know about this reading, about this new adventure, and about their value system? What does frequency, energy, vibration, conversation want Gemini to know? Okay, so surrender, letting go of the darkness. If you let go of the darkness, that core issue will come up, I bet. All right, 28. Lepus is the constellation, which means hair. Funny. Okay. Wisdom of the Herald for letting go of the darkness. The night has given way to the day as the light pours forth onto you, O radiant morning star. Release the shadows of night as you welcome the dawn of a new time. There is nothing left to do but grow. Feel the glow. Though the night has ended, it will return again. Throw off the shroud of night and bask in the light of who you are. Darkness dissipates, and your positive mind state means everything. Wisdom of the Dragon says, your constellations shine brightly under the cloak of night, but now it is time to surrender to an even brighter radiance as the sunlight pours forth in the dawn of the horizon. Surrender your light to merge with your power of the greater force as you realize all this lies within you. Lose yourself to gain the world. The invocation states, surrender the darkness that holds you back and limits your beautiful energy. Release any sense of powerlessness, of frustration, of hopelessness. Allow the radiance to illuminate your life in new ways that you never before knew. Let go and be restored. I don't think I need to elaborate on that because I think you're well on the path. I think you're just right on the precipice of this. Cool beans. Go, Gem Gem, go. I'll see you next week. Love you.